Oh, hey Charles.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Coach, Soho sneakers.
Where are you headed? Can we come with?
I'm actually running a little late.
Is it shoes first or is it the finishing touch?
Finishing touch.
Whoa, you got a lot of sneakers there.
I like what I like. Soho sneakers.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart.
Yeah. Wake up. See it clear. I was living on a loop, same day repeat. Same thoughts running underneath. Same fears dressed in different clothes. Same path that nobody chose. Wake up, work, then chase a check. Go to sleep with a heavy neck. Dreams fading in the routine. Life feeling like a still screen. Till one night something clicked inside. Like a glitch I couldn't hide. Questioned everything I knew. Every fact I thought was true. Started seeing patterns clear. Why we move, why we feel, who we follow, what we chase. Why we stuck in the same place. So awaken the code inside your mind. Break the loop, leave it behind. Everything you thought was real, just a frame you learn to feel. Awaken the cold, don't stay asleep. Truth runs deeper than the surface deep. Once you see it, you can't go blind. You rewrite your own design. They don't teach you how to think, only tell you what to link, what to want and what to buy, what to follow, what to try. But I stepped outside that frame, saw the system, saw the game, and I realized something wild. We've been programmed since a child. Every belief, every view was a script they handed you. Till you pause and question all. That's when you break out the wall. It ain't easy, you get deep. You lose comfort, lose that sleep. Cause awareness come with cost when illusions getting lost. Awaken the code inside your mind. Break the loop, leave it behind. Everything you thought was real.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Trying a little bit of different music tonight. A little bit different music. See what happens. But so there's some things I want to talk about, and I'm gonna bring somebody else in when I start talking, because I'll be honest with you, I think I might have cracked something. Here, bud. Sean, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Raystar, what's going on? Welcome. Howdy. Hope you all are having a fantastic night. Oh no, I see you guys. I see you. Welcome. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so you can see every time I go live, every time I post a video. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. I will never ask you. Ooh, hold on. Trying to get this not muted, but low. Dang. My fucking. Yeah. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. And like I said, I'll never ask you to subscribe unless you absolutely want to. If you want to, please do, by all means. I'm always open to it. Open to donations, open to subs, the whole nine. But if you don't want to, I completely understand. Can I give you a shout out, Sean? I'll be honest with you, I ain't gonna give you a shout out. I don't do shout outs, but Flarley. What's going on, bud? I love the name. That name's awesome. But yeah, so real quick, I like I said, I think I cracked it. I think I cracked the code, something. I don't know. I'm gonna bring somebody else in. I'm gonna get his opinion on it. But I just thought about it, man, and it just came to me right before it started stream. What am I doing today? So we're gonna do a little bit of talk about the old Destiny 2 final update stuff, and then jump into marathon. Probably do some cryo. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me go ahead and hold on. All right. So, all right, let's do this. All right. So I think I cracked a code of some sort.
Coop.
I think I may know why we are getting PvE in Marathon.
Yeah, I know why too.
Why?
Because Marathon is they're gonna attempt to make Marathon the next Destiny.
So I don't know if it's necessarily that they're going to try and make Marathon the next Destiny, but I think they're trying to I think they're adding PvE into Marathon to try to bring more of the Destiny player base in and make it their flagship game. Now, supposedly, nobody at the studio, except for a handful of people, knew about because supposedly there's going to be a round of layoffs. Nobody knew about the layoffs or the possibility of layoffs until the update went live. And on top of that, nobody knew, except for a handful of people, knew that this update would be the last update until that went the TWAB posted. So I'm telling, like, something's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And what really pisses me off, and as much as we don't want to listen to Paul Tassi, because Paul Tassi's always been very negative. Milda, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Even though Paul Tassi has always been kind of negative, especially towards Marathon. What he posted on Forbes was pretty in-depth. Hold on.
I didn't even see what he posted on Forbes.
Okay, so, I mean, he did a whole article. But
I kind of saw.
Yeah. But basically he posted that. Let's see. I'm gonna read from here. Says work continued on, or no. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. It says, here's more of a breakdown of what's going on inside Bungie, part recap, part new information from my sources. The decision to end support for Destiny 2 and move at least some amount of resources over to Marathon was made earlier this year. Work continued on future Destiny 2 content, including future expansions like Shattered Cycle, and did not stop immediately when this decision was made. This was because the vast majority of Bungie did not know about Destiny support or Destiny 2 support being dropped right up until it was publicly announced. A vast majority. There were certain teams within Bungie that did know what was coming, some who were working on quote-unquote final Destiny content for the June update, some who had already been moved to Marathon. These people begged leadership to tell more people, and keeping so many people in the dark divided the studio, and these in-the-know teams felt extremely isolated, which is understood. I can understand that. The exact scope of timing and layoffs remain mostly unknown. They are significant but not immediately imminent. At a town hall after the announcement, multiple questions were asked about layoffs, but were dodged by leadership. As previously reported, there are no other projects greenlit at Bungie right now, including a number of pitches that use the Destiny IP without being a full sequel.
Which
Destiny,
is crazy.
yes.
Because they said in the article that they're working on their incubation projects, or they're going to begin
exactly.
working on their incubation, which implies that
they have something
projects already greenlit.
Yeah. And then
It might just be like super tight-lipped that they're working
may
on
be.
another game. It's not going to be Destiny 3, but they might be working on something.
Yeah. And then Destiny 3 is neither in production nor greenlit. Sony has been wary of committing to such an expensive undertaking in a market that is in flux and more
Yeah,
challenging
they know
than
it's gonna
ever.
make fucking money though.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the problem. The thing I have, they know it'll make money.
Yeah, which is it's absurd that they said no to it. But yeah, undertaking in a market that is in flux and more challenging than ever. There is a reason you do not see many sprawling MMOs like Destiny make it to release these days. Right now, Sony is too risk averse for something like that. Sony is supporting Marathon with more resources and what will now be at least some number of ex-Destiny workers in addition to the ones that have already moved over. The game will get some time to try to find its legs, and there is no mandate to try to turn it into the new Destiny. New PvP/PvE modes are meant to expand the player base, and larger teams are meant to put out more content out. Which makes sense. I mean, I get that. I get that, because if they don't have Destiny content to worry about, move people over to Marathon, which is understood. But I'm gonna hold on. There was always a lot riding a Marathon, but there's even more true, or that's even more true now as Bungie's only active game. Destiny 2 ending and no new projects even greenlit means all Bungie's revenue is coming from that game. The fate of which is not good. The fate of Bungie will come down to how much Sony wants to continue to invest in the studio, which it does still value at close to $3 billion asset, which is insane.
Because of the IP of Destiny.
Exactly.
Is the thing. That's the only reason why it's valued the way it is.
In terms of time or money and how small they think it needs to be sustainable going forward. Yeah. It's my problem is the fact that Bungie as a whole has given ideas for a Destiny 3. But Sony is like, no, we're not going to do that.
Well, it's the part that I'm really upset about is at some point. So they pitched Destiny 3, and we know that. We know they've pitched it multiple times. And at some point, they would have had to make the decision, do we make Destiny 3 or do we make Marathon? Like, that decision was made at some point.
Yeah.
And they chose to go with Marathon. And I'm thinking the whole reason that that decision was made, the dude, the old CEO, Pete Parsons, I think, or what the fuck is his name?
No, Pete Parsons.
He was playing a game of like 4D chess to get the studio like ready to be sold for the highest dollar possible.
Definitely.
And he was really smart about how he did it. I guarantee you that he said no to Destiny 3 because he wanted another IP that was close to being shipped to show Sony and be like, hey, look at this. We have a bunch of incubation projects, and we also have this game that'll be released in like a year or two. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would a company that's made a game so successful... Like here's the part that I don't understand from, like, a business perspective. Launching a new game, especially an extraction shooter, is extremely risky. Because extraction shooters are known for either taking off for a few months and dying, immediately dying, or just being mildly successful for a long time, like Tarkov. Yeah. And if you look at that, and then look at Destiny, which was like, holy fucking shit, we hit the mother load. It's a money printer. Who in their right mind would ever say, all right, let's go the fucking marathon route? It just doesn't make any sense at all.
I mean, the only thing that I can think of is because the reason they made marathon was because of the fact that they had the thought process that they, because of the scope of what the scenery is right now with BRs, extraction shooters, stuff like that.
Well, that scene was years ago, though, is the problem.
Not really. I mean, look at how many extraction shooters have come out in just the last 2-3 years.
I mean, the big one was Arc Raiders. Other
True.
than that, I don't know.
But then you have oh fuck, what was it the Post Malone one?
A Post Malone one.
There was one where it was like Post Malone was big with it.
See, this is proving my point exactly.
Well, you gotta remember,
Extraction shooters are so hit or miss.
But I also did, and this is coming from my point of view. Me as I did not come from the extraction shooter background. You know what I'm saying? Like I am very much the single player, arena shooter player. And then with Destiny, that really opened my eyes with looter shooters on its own. And then, honestly, Arc Raiders and Marathon have been the only extraction shooters that I've played. I didn't play Tarkov. I didn't play any of the other ones. So, I mean, that's just me.
Yeah.
All right, call Riley.
Man, I'm just sad.
Call the Riley.
Is there a way we can ring him in a server? I think there is. Invite the voice. Ring to voice.
Oh, there you go. Wake up, bitch! But yeah, I think Bungie had in their mind on the 14th when the Marathon TWAB dropped that they were gonna do work on PvE, and then within that week they were like, you know what, this is what we're doing.
I don't think they had any idea what the fuck they were doing for I don't know how long. I think it was higher ups knew something was gonna happen. All the devs were just blindly working on something.
Yeah.
And either they were helping with Marathon or they were kind of just treading water.
Yeah.
Which is part of the issue that we're having.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably why layoffs are happening because people aren't being utilized right.
That is true too. Give me one sec. Hey, chat. Real quick, I am gonna restart stream. I had a malfunction happen, so I'll be